Hey, this is Zephyr Chung with Iris Diecast, and for this video, I'd like to answer the question, is Bburago Signature really worth it? I have a FXX K made by Bburago Signature over here, and the FXX K Evo by regular Bburago Race and Play. So we're going to compare those two, see what merits the signature FXX K has over the regular version, and then determine whether the signature version is worth the extra buck. So Bburago is a budget model car brand, meaning that their cars lack detail and quality in exchange for a reasonable price. Their cars are sold for around $30 to $40 new in the United States. Then around 2015, I think, Bburago decided to launch the signature version of its Ferrari models, with increased quality and premium packaging to satisfy higher standards. It's similar to Hot Wheels and Hot Wheels Elite, same casting but a bit more attention to detail here and there, plush materials, etc. Their sister brand Maisto has also launched their own premium lineup, the exclusive line, but unlike Maisto's exclusive lineup, the Bburago signature only consists of Ferraris and none of the other brand models, which is kind of a shame because we could have used a signature Bugatti Divo and Chiron. So in the United States, the regular version, named Race and Play for the Ferrari cars, go around 30 to 40 US dollars in new box. And the signature goes for around 50 to 60 US dollars. In Korea, the Race and Play goes for around 56,000 Korean won, which is equivalent to around 50 US dollars. And the signature goes for around 83,000 Korean won, which is a little less than $80. So the signature version costs a lot more than the regular version, around 1.7 times more, although in the diecast world, $50 is still a very cheap price for a car. Now, before we get started, these cars are not perfectly identical. I don't usually collect identical cars in different colors. There has to be at least a trim difference. So the signature version, which is the black car over here, is a standard FXX K, while the regular race and play version, which is this white car here, is a FXX K Evo. So this means that the two cars do have differences at some point, but it's still the same base model, so I think we can get the big picture. So let's get started with the packaging. I don't have the box for the Race and Play FXX K Evo, but it looks identical to the LaFerrari's box over here. So it's pretty typical, an open box. So you can see the car inside it with plastic display stand inside it. So this is the way it is on regular Maisto and Bburago cars. The signature comes with this premium looking closed box with the car illustration in the front and a brief introduction of the car in the rear. It looks really nice in my opinion. And inside the box, you get this styrofoam container like you get in some higher end models. It's really sweet. The packaging alone feels like you're getting some really nice car. There aren't really any noticeable detail differences up front. They both come with some finishing shortcomings that are common in cheaper diecast cars. For example, there's paint blur here. Can't get a good view of it. Yeah, the yellow paint here is a little bit blurred, and the Italian flag looks cheap on both of the cars. It would have been pretty nice if the signature had emblem plates for the Ferrari logo, but instead of a sticker, but unfortunately they both come with this tiny little cheap sticker on both cars. One thing I would like to compliment on both of these cars is the carbon detail here on the skirts. They're really nicely made. I love the texture feeling on it. It looks really real to me, and I think it is quite impressive. There isn't really much to see in the trunk, and there aren't really any noticeable differences on both these cars. So moving on to the side, one of the more notable differences are the tires. The signature version comes with brand and tire model lettering. I kind of like that. It kind of completes the look because the regular uh, version doesn't come with the lettering, and I think the lettering kind of completes the look. The normal FXX K tire looks pretty bare to me. Other than that, the rims, the disc brakes, they look pretty much the same. Interestingly, the FXX K Evo says no step here, which I found pretty amusing. So like, what is this supposed to mean? Is it supposed to be like a bus, or does it mean do not step on it? I really don't know. The signature version also comes with windows, while the Race and Play doesn't, which are pretty nice. Other than that, the two cars are pretty much similar. You can again see some finishing shortcomings, like the gas cover and the lines over here. You can see that they're not perfectly smooth. Moving on to the interior, there are some differences, starting with the accelerator and the brakes. The regular Evo does have it, but the signature has silver accents to it, so you can actually see it. While on the regular version, it's just painted black, so it's really hard to see the pedals from here. The signature version also has two buttons on the center dash, which I found hilarious. I mean, two buttons really. It also has a Italian flag and silver silver vents, while the dash is pretty much bare on the Race and Play FXX K Evo. It also has the FXX K name here on the headrest, while the Race and Play FXX K Evo doesn't. Moving on to the rear, the spoiler looks different because the white one is a FXX K Evo and the black one is just the regular FXX K. Some noticeable differences are the Ferrari logos up here and down there. So the regular version has a sticker Ferrari logo up here and a really terrible looking painted logo down here. While the signature version uses emblem plates for both logos here and there. The signature also uses this shiny chrome for the exhausts, while the Race and Play version looks really dull. I'm not really sure what kind of material is this. The grills are both completely blocked, like you'd expect on cheaper die-cast cars. Yeah. So here is the engine bay. They both come with these supporting beams that I was really surprised to find. It's not like the expensive cars, but it's still there. So usually cheaper die-cast cars use hinges for the hoods and trunk, and the problem is that the hinges get loose after time, and then the hood won't stay up. But with these in place, I guess we won't really have to worry about that. Some differences I found were that the signature version has some painted parts like here And here, while the regular race and play version is pretty much bare. And other than that, the engine bay looks pretty similar for both cars. The undercarriage is really simple. There is really no difference here. So let's get to the conclusion. Is the Bburago Signature worth the price difference? To be honest, I really don't think a plush packaging, painted parts, and windows can be really worth $30 more. The Signature certainly looks better, there's no arguing there, but the fact that the Signature uses the same casting and just about all the same parts with just a few tweaks isn't really worth the price difference. Think about Hot Wheels Elite. They shared the same casting with the regular version, but there were so many differences in terms of detail and finishing that they looked so different. Of course, the price difference was bigger in Hot Wheels case, but really they should have put at least some carpet and redesigned the engine bay and the interior for the Signature, even if they had to charge a more expensive price. Another problem I have with the presence of the Signature line is that they may simplify the detail on the regular version just to save it for the Signature. Think about the painted buttons on the dash and the engine bay. They probably cost cents, and it hardly creates a price difference. Yet they may have not put it on the regular version just because there isn't enough difference for the Signature version if the regular version also has it. Of course, I don't hate the Signature. Actually, I like the fact that we have more variety of lines and colors to choose from. But personally, um, I wouldn't really choose the Signature over the Race and Play for quality, but perhaps for colors. Usually the Race and Play and Signature comes with different colors, so if you like the Signature's colors more, then I think that would be enough of a reason to choose the Signature version. To wrap up this video, the Signature can't be really thought of as a premium version. It's just a mere tune-up at the maximum. However, that doesn't mean that the overall value of the Signature is bad. It still offers great quality for its price, but the unbeatable value of the regular Bburago and Mestos just make it seem relatively like a bad deal. Also worsening the fact is that the Signature lacks the detail to be considered a premium high quality model for collectors with higher taste to pay a premium price. Anyway, that concludes the video for today. Do me a favor, if you've enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what I should work on for my next video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video.